Well, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to bring you in because I went to a new bank and was able to start getting coins. So I went ahead and got a bag was supposed to get a box of nickels. Well, they didn't have a box, but they had a bag. So I haven't opened it to check and see if they're circulated, but I'm hoping they are. So but I thought I'd bring you in to show you that they came in a bag and not a box. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this opened. And I'll pull out a couple of rolls to make sure that they are circulated. They came with this tag of $100 worth of nickels. So, okay, and they are going to be circulated. So let me get this all set up and I'll bring you back in to start the hunt. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, well, welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first roll and do a quick hunt. I'm gonna be looking for proof nickels, S-mint marks, silver of course, war nickels, and any era varieties. I'll keep a lot of the dates up here and go through and check them a little bit later or at the end of the stream and bring in for a wrap up if I find anything. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I have my scope right here, so I'll be checking a couple of them or some of them periodically. But I'm looking for some oldies and we're gonna have our first 64 out of Denver. Get with this new bank, I don't know how many I'll get, but I usually with the old bank I get quite a few of them. So the new bank, I am not for sure. But I'd like to see if I can find some buffalo nickels or B nickels or war nickels. $2004. Keep those out and look for the doubling. Alright, so far just those two. Let's go ahead and crack open the next row. Alright, don't really see anything on the edges that would be suspicious of silver or buffalo or anything, but let's go ahead and give a search anyway. This is a 1961 out of Denver. So we got 4, 3, 1. I like proofs, so wouldn't mind finding a proof. Well, another 64 out of Denver. $69 out of Denver. Not bad. No, 66 out of Philly. A lot of 60s so far. Another 04. Just damage on the D. Alright, well, just a couple of varieties to look for. So, not much in row 2. Let's crack open row 3. Alright, well, we got one. And it is a 96 Denver. 2002 Denver. And one more, why not? And it's a newer one. Alright guys, well, I don't see anything on the edges, so I'll bring you back in when I find something. Alright guys, well, we're going to have our first find. It's going to be a 1956 out of Denver. Look at the next one. Nothing. Alright. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright guys, well, found another find. It's rusty, dirty, or something, but it's a 1949. Let's go ahead and get it underneath the scope. And you can see right there, it's a 1949. Let's see if we can get a mint mark. Shows a 1949 out of Denver. So I'll clean it up. And they have a 1949 D over S. So, well, I got you here. Camera flipped over. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else we can find. That one looks just damaged. What we got here? 73 Denver. 79 Denver. 74. Alright, well, I don't see anything else, so I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright guys, well, back again. Row 10, got a 1959 out of Denver. What are you? 56. So we got 59. All right, well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, row 15 is going to give me a 1959 out of Denver. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Back row 24. Going to give me another 1959 out of Denver. So that makes 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the row. Some 04s to look for the variety. It's just a damage 03. Alright, well, nothing else. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright, guys, well, row 27 is going to give us a 1970 S in pretty nice shape. So let's go ahead and see if we can go through these and find anything else. There's another 64 out of Denver. Got quite a few of those, which I usually do in the area that I'm in. There's another 2009 out of Denver. First time I've actually found 5 so far. I'll check and see if any of them upgrade my book. Alright, well, nothing else in that row. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright, well, next row, row 28. It's going to give us a 1969 S in pretty nice shape. So why not? Alright, 63 out of Denver in decent shape. Get a lot of 60s. Didn't know it, but the last one in that row is a 1959 out of Philly. Alright, well, that was it. Pretty nice roll. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright, row 30 is going to give us a 1955, or 53, I'm sorry, out of San Francisco. Let's take a look at that one on the scope. There's a 1953 with an S mint mark. All right, so I'll put that one right there. And I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, row 32 is going to give me a 1946 out of Philly. So that's the oldest of the box. So let's go ahead and see what else is in this row. Didn't have too many finds, but 1 year off of silver. All right. Yep. It's a 46. All right. Well, nothing else in that row, so I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, I'm on roll 37, and it's going to give me the oldest nickel of the bunch. It's a 1938. I really couldn't get a see if it has a mint mark. It may be a key date. So let me go ahead and let you look at it. I'm not for sure, but there looks like there may be an S mint mark right here. I have to look at it a little bit better, but it's going to be a 1938. So I'll see if I can get it zoomed in a little bit better to see if this is an S mint mark. And if it is, if it's an S or a D, that is a key date, 1938. And I'll show you right here. It says 19, get these out the way, 38D and a 1938S are key dates. So it's going to be the really oldest of the box. Let's go ahead and go through them and see if there's anything else that we can find. That's a pretty nice find right there. I know it's trashed, it's painted, but I'll take it any day of the week. I'd like to find some more nickels, some silver, and possible proofs, but I'll take that, a 1938, any day of the week. 1961 in really nice shape out of Denver. Just the damage on a P made it look like an S. And that's damage. All right, well, so far, 38, 1938 nickel. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, row 43 so far is going to give me a 1968 out of San Francisco. So we got a 68, 69, and 70 out of San Francisco. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, I'm back. Row 46 is going to give me another 1956 out of Denver. And it was towards the end of the row. So, alright, well, there was nothing else in that row pretty much. I do have a lot of varieties to go through. Some 09, I got a couple 09s, some S Mint Mark 68, 69, and 70. These are my oldies. These are 60 through 67. So, alright, well, I'll bring you back in on the next find. Alright, guys, row 49 it's going to give me another 1970 S Mint Mark. Mix 2. So, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else. I'll go ahead and hunt this one with you and see if there's anything else in here. Besides 60s, or 64s, should I say. Alright, we're going to have an oldie. It's a 1941 out of Philly. So I'm going to put that one right here. See what else we can find in this row. '64 out of Philly. Got a stack of them. Oh, that's just one out of 77. Look for a variety. All right, that's gonna do it for that row. So I'll bring you back in on the next find. All right, guys. Well, row 50 is going to give me another 1970 S Mint San Francisco Mint Mark in really nice shape. So that makes 3. So I'll finish going through these and I'll bring you back in after this is row 50. So I'll go through the varieties, and if I find anything, I'll show it at the end on a wrap up. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I brought you back because I'm going through the 64 Denver, and I have my Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book, and I have this 64 Denver minted nickel that has the doubling on the United States of America. You can see right here on United, the T, on state, state right here in the T's and the E, some on the O and the F, and on the C in cents. And this is the one that I have found. You can see it right here on the S, right here on the T's, on both of them, a little bit here on the O, and right here at the bottom of the C, and somewhat right here, you see the double syrups. So I think I found the 64 DDO or DDR nickel. And like I said, as you can see right here on the state, you got the T's. That's the book. And there is the state right here and right here. So that's first variety 64 that I found. So we'll set that one up here, right here, and I'll bring it back in and let me go through the rest of them. All right, guys. Well, I'm back. Went through the rest of them. Didn't find anything else except for this 74D DDO. 64D DDO. I'm sorry. And we got this 1953 S San Francisco Mint. 68 San Francisco Mint. There we go. We got a 69S San Francisco Mint. 37 1970S mints. We did get this 1938, but as far as the mint mark, there was no mint mark, so it has to be out of Philly. So it's not a key date. Then we got this 41 out of Philly. 46 out of Philly. 49 out of Denver. Thought it may have been a key date, but it's too damaged for to look for the D over S. We got 256 out of both out of Denver. And then we got 459s out of Denver. Well, I want to thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, share. And if there's anything you would like featured on my channel, the shipping address will be in the description. If you'd like to donate to help my channel grow, the PayPal address will be in the description also. Any emails, any questions, feel free to email me at the same email address, and it would also be in the description also. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.